Welcome everyone, Uchiha here. Welcome back to the channel. So, Boruto Manga Chapter 71 has been out for quite a while, and I've been meaning to have this discussion with you guys regarding the recent happenings in the manga as of Chapter 71, just to kind of gauge where everybody's at, because I kind of feel like I know where a certain subset of persons their headspace is at when it comes on to, coming out of Chapter 71 of the Boruto manga. So, let's just get into it, right? No, when it comes on to stories, and especially for us anime and manga fans that love our battle shonen, or just to be honest, just stories in general, as any medium to long running story, we know that the conflict, stakes, or just power scaling in general, everything is like it's forced to escalate just to at least keep us readers interested, and so that the things that the main characters overcome gets progressively higher and higher and higher, so we can get some sort of fulfillment as the reader, right? Fair enough. But I think ever so often authors may or may not raise the stakes and the conflict to some ridiculous extremes where even these rules and everything that they've established within the confines of their fictional world, even us the audience have to question it. I know there's sometimes that there are persons that might say, yo, it's a fictional story about this and this. Do you expect anything else? But I kind of always disagree with persons who reason like that, because it's like, yeah, it's a fictional thing and X and Y and Z can happen, like anything, like a story about aliens fighting in XYZ place and they talk English, yada yada yada, fine. But I think over the course of a story, authors subtly, consciously, are unintentionally, create like a set of rules and believability within their story. And when it comes on to coming out of Boruto Manga Chapter 71, right, where we have a character like Daemon, who, to be honest, I think is ridiculously overpowered within the confines of the Naruto universe. I think it kind of leads persons back to the easy comparison, which is, the android art, the android saga within Dragon Ball, right? And here's my thing. You guys know I don't really like to look at things in black and white. I like to look at the nuance of things, the context of things. But right now, I don't think I'm the only one who's getting that, oh, this random scientist in this random part of the world can create characters that are much stronger than things that have been built up within legends within the confines of the story. Sounds familiar? Android 17, Android 18, stronger than the Super Saiyans of Legend and Lord Frieza and all of that. That's the whole vibe I'm getting when it comes on to Daemon within the confines of the Boruto story. And I really want to gauge how you guys feel about it. No, I'm not gonna sit here and say like, yo, it's just completely out of the blues. For some time now, we've been hearing about these cyborgs that have powers greatly surpassing Jigen, from Code being one of those characters to, of course, more recently, Daemon, and we do suspect probably Ida to some degree, even though she's kind of, acting like she can only do the basics in terms of taijutsu. But the point is, we've been hearing about characters that have greatly surpassed Jigen for quite some time now. And the thing is, like, I didn't really have much of a problem with it before, but it's just the degree to how Daemon really embarrassed Code in Boruto Manga Chapter 71 is that kind of has me thinking like, yo, this is getting to some ridiculous extent, like levels right now, right? I don't know. It just feels like it leaves a weird vibe to me. Not necessarily in a bad way, but not necessarily in a good way either. Because all right, the thing is, when it comes on to the Naruto franchise, unlike Dragon Ball, right, where they might half-ass explaining stuff within the confines of Dragon Ball, this is the Naruto franchise where I'm expecting like some sort of context and explanation for how Amado again can make these characters so strong. It's one thing to say that, Code received a karma and some reaction took place that boosted him to beyond Jigen levels. That's one thing. But for a character like Daemon, with how easily he defeated Code, a character who was hyped up to be beyond Jigen as well, and the ease at which he did it just leaves me to question, where are we going? Is there a limit to how ridiculous we can make, random characters? Well, at this point, Amado isn't random, but is there a limit to how strong we can make certain characters without context? Granted, in the future, we could get some details regarding Amado's past that could justify him being able to actually make, X character this powerful, beyond just, oh, he's a brilliant scientist. It just feels odd when it comes on to the Naruto franchise, because again, to just put things into context, like, we have everything that happened in Naruto, right? Up to chapter 700. We saw how powerful characters got, like, the six pants characters, Madara, Kaguya, and, on paper at least, there's still some debate here and there within the community in terms of characters like Momoshiki, Kinshiki, adult Naruto, adult Sasuke being way above everything within the confines of the fourth great ninja war, fine. And then you have characters like Jigen that just, like, easily defeats Naruto and Sasuke without, well, I wouldn't say without breaking a sweat, but it's really and truly a low diff, honestly. And of course, Ishiki himself, well, Ishiki in his, well, once resurrected in Jigen's body, still being able to defeat Naruto and Sasuke easily. And we have a character such as Daemon, who I think it's still arguable, it's still debatable if he's a character that's as strong as Ishiki, stronger than Ishiki, but I would honestly put him within the same tier as Ishiki and, Baron Mode Naruto, if not stronger, to say the least. But honestly, even if you say he's not as strong as Ishiki or Baron Mode Naruto, I don't see either of those characters defeating Daemon easily. That's the crazy part about it. And that says a lot about Daemon, to say the least. This easily puts Daemon being able to beat everybody within the fourth great ninja war, and like, he's easily top 3 within the entire verse. Well, I mean, all right, top 5. top 5, top 5, because I know it would take more than raw strength to really, defeat. Sometimes it's more than raw strength to win a battle, but the fact that I think all cards point to the fact that Daemon could beat even Kawaki, who everybody is acknowledging is the strongest in the village right now. Not even Naruto and Sasuke can, weigh him down, to, put it that way. I think it's easy to say Daemon right now is the strongest living character within the entire Naruto verse. And it's ridiculous. But at the same time, there is no context for his strength beyond, Amado has a history of creating these cyborgs that are ridiculously powerful, fine, but there's nothing to it more than, oh, maybe you could probably make an argument, oh, he was working with Otsutsuki, maybe he has some Otsutsuki tech, maybe something, but it just feels weird to me. I don't know, I feel like I'm rambling now. But I just wanted to kind of discuss it with you guys, get you guys' opinions on it. What do you think? How do you feel about, a character as powerful as Daemon within the story? And to be honest, I think it does do more for the story at this point, given Code's character. But in the long term, I think we do need something to kind of, come full circle to say, oh, this is why Amado could, make a character this strong, if you know what I mean. Because honestly, it was one thing when Daemon's hack's ability was he could reflect the end result of anybody's killing intent or what they were planning to do to him. He can reflect the end result on them once he's touching someone. It's one thing to introduce that, weakness to his ability, but the fact that he beat Code that easily without even breaking a sweat, and I'm sure he could do the same thing to Kawaki, who's stronger than everybody in the village right now, arguably speaking. I think that really puts Daemon up there with Ishiki and Baron Naruto for the strongest Boruto era characters, and easily outclassing everything we've seen in the series to date, bar maybe Prime Sage of Six Parts. And I'm just saying, it just I don't know, I'm just lost for words. So, as I said, it does really and truly give off that Dragon Ball Android 17 and 18 effect, but when within the confines of Naruto, I think we'll need something more tangible to sink our teeth in to make it believable, and not like outside the stretch of the rules and any established guidelines we've established within the confines of the Naruto universe. Yes, you can introduce character X and Y if they're new, and you can make them any power level you want. Fine, like there's no problem with that. But like more often than not, there's some context for why they're that powerful. I mean, like Madara. I mean, Madara was hyped up throughout most of Shippuden, well, all of Shippuden, give or take, from the end of part one till he arrived on the fourth grade ninja into the fourth grade ninja war. We got history in terms of him training, grew up in the the Warring States period, all of that. So there are things there to kind of make it believable why this man can just come out, style the five Kage like nothing. So stuff like that. Ishiki, I mean, it's Ishiki wine, as I always say. But yeah, I mean, it's believable. So right now, even though Daemon being this powerful kind of puts Code further on the back burner and probably sets him up more better for like some ridiculous anti-hero or villain comeback, as most people be comparing him to Shigaraki within My Hero Academy. But I'm just saying, in the long term, we need something to kind of substantiate, to kind of convince me how Amado's doing all of this, beyond, oh, I'm a brilliant scientist. But anyway, I've rambled on long enough. It's been just like a random discussion I wanted to have with you guys. So yeah. But anyway, of course, join me tomorrow for the end of month subscriber stream. If anything, we can chat it out more at that point. So it is what it is. Sanjay Uchiha, thanks for tuning in if you made it this far, and I'll see you in, well, the end of month subscriber stream.